The NFL is a league of inches, of split-second decisions, and of heartbreak. For every thrilling touchdown, there's a game that should have ended differently. And sometimes a single rule, a single misstep, or a single flag turns history on its head. The games you're about to relive aren't just near misses. They're the stories of heartbreak, chaos, and what-ifs that still haunt fans and players alike. Let's start with a rivalry that had fans on the edge of their seats. Bills versus Chiefs. The Bills led 2017, and there were just 85 seconds left. Patrick Mahomes had the ball, the clock ticking down, and the entire world watching. Then it happened. A beautiful, perfectly timed pass from Mahomes to Travis Kelce. Kelce, one of the most reliable tight ends of his generation, freed the ball back over to Kadarius Toney. My goodness, the crowd erupted as it looked destined for the end zone. Instant classic. Except, the refs called it back. Why? Because Toney, in one of the most inexplicable rookie errors ever, lined up in the neutral zone. Just like that, what should have been a legendary game winner turned into a textbook NFL blooper, and the Chiefs lost. A flag on the field erased a moment of genius, and the Bills weren't the only victims of rules gone wild. In 2010, Calvin Johnson, Megatron himself, saw one of the most infamous calls in NFL history. Detroit faced the Packers. Johnson sprinted into the corner of the end zone, caught a miraculous pass from Roy Halladay. No, wait, it was Matthew Stafford. No matter, it was incredible. Touchdown, not according to the refs. The catch was overturned because Johnson did not complete the process of the catch. Vague, arbitrary, and maddening. This play birthed a rule forever tied to his name. A touchdown on the field became a non-catch in the record books. Fans still shout in disbelief about the day Megatron was robbed by the NFL rulebook itself. That same day, the Cowboys faced heartbreak of a different nature. With 3 seconds left against Washington, Tony Romo had a chance to save Dallas. He launched a perfect pass to Williams at the 20-yard line, wide open, nothing but green ahead. But then disaster struck. A lineman on Romo's own team committed an egregious holding penalty. The ball was dead, the hopes of Dallas evaporated, and fans were left screaming at the TV, unable to comprehend how a potential game-winning moment could self-destruct in an instant. Steeler fans know that feeling intimately. In the 2017 season finale against the Patriots, Jesse James had a chance for a game-sealing touchdown. It was so obvious that even the commentators expected no drama. Yet after a long review, the refs decided James's end zone catch didn't survive the ground. In a league defined by split-second judgment, one tiny wiggle of the football meant the difference between victory and despair. The Steelers had 28 seconds and a few more attempts, but the subsequent interception sealed the heartbreak. The sting of what could have been reverberates to this day. Of course, not all blame lies with players. Coaches have a history of contributing to chaos. Take the 2007 Patriots versus Ravens matchup, for example. Tom Brady was stopped on 4th and 1, but a timeout from the Baltimore sideline stopped the clock. Who called it? Rumor has it Rex Ryan himself pulling the strings from the sideline. That timeout gave the Patriots a second chance, and they turned it into a 27-24 win. One coach's intervention altered history. But sometimes the chaos belongs solely to players. Matthew Stafford's early years in Detroit were riddled with moments that tested the patience of every Lions fan. In 2009, against Cleveland, Stafford scrambled and threw with everything he had, only for the ball to be intercepted. A roughing the passer call gave him a lifeline though, and Stafford capitalized, hitting the end zone and securing a fleeting victory in a season otherwise defined by loss. 2 wins rather than 0 were celebrated, but even those wins came with a bitter taste. Fast forward to Dez Bryant in 2014, a receiver cursed by the infamous Calvin Johnson rule. Mid-air, Bryant caught the ball for what looked like a touchdown, only for the referees to overturn it. Fans watching at home screamed at the injustice. Over and over, the NFL seemed determined to redefine heartbreak. Then there's the Tuck rule, the 2001 AFC divisional round. Raiders versus Patriots. With a simple fumble that should have been a Raiders turnover, the referees ruled it an incomplete pass because Brady's arm motion was considered a tuck. A single call launched the Patriots into overtime, started the Dynasty, and rewrote history forever. The absurdity of a single rule shaping decades of football legacy remains unfathomable. Even more recently, in 2023, the Lions and Cowboys faced their own saga. Down 20-3, the Lions managed an incredible comeback drive, ending with a head-turning catch by Amon-Ra St. Brown. But Dan Campbell's trick play on the two-point conversion collided with officiating miscommunication. An eligible receiver was misidentified, a touchdown erased, and the Cowboys walked away victorious. Strategy, cunning, and athleticism all rendered moot by one misunderstanding. And sometimes the infinite play glitch strikes. The Raiders against the Chiefs discovered it in real time. Derek Carr threw a touchdown to Jared Cook, then another to Michael Crabtree, each play mired in flags and reviews. By the fourth attempt, fans were losing their minds. Multiple untimed downs, penalties, and chaotic moments made the final play one of the most bewildering conclusions in NFL history. The Raiders finally won, but it took a surreal sequence of errors, rules, and sheer persistence to make it happen. Not every catastrophe ends with a win, however. The 2019 NFC Championship between the Saints and Rams is arguably the greatest robbery of all time. With 1:49 left, the Saints were one play from the Super Bowl. A pass was incomplete. No flag. Chaos ensued on the sidelines. The referees failed to call pass interference on a blatant hit, and the Saints' dreams were crushed in front of a national audience. History was made not by players or coaches, but by an officiating blunder of unimaginable magnitude. Through all of these plays, one thing becomes clear. In the NFL, a game isn't over until it's truly over, and sometimes, even then, the rules rewrite reality. Calvin Johnson's incompletion, Romo's penalties, Jesse James's end zone failure, the tuck rule, Dan Campbell's trick plays, infinite untimed downs, and the Saints' uncalled pass interference. They all remind us how thin the line is between triumph and tragedy. Every game that didn't count, every touchdown erased, every miracle review overturned is a testament to the NFL's unpredictable nature. Players and fans alike learn to celebrate the small victories, to brace for heartbreak, and to accept that sometimes, no matter how perfect the execution, the universe and a referee can decide otherwise. And yet, for all the heartbreak, for all the chaos and frustration, the NFL remains unmatched in drama. The rules, the flags, the replays, they create stories that transcend the field. They give us legendary failures, infamous robberies, and moments that are debated for decades. Fans will argue about these calls endlessly. Players will relive the agony in their minds. And the league continues to evolve, learning, sometimes slowly, from its past. The truth is, some of the most unforgettable plays aren't the touchdowns that counted. They're the ones that didn't. The incomplete passes, the fumbles erased, the trick plays overturned. They define what football is at its core. A game of inches, a game of decisions, and a game where history can hinge on a single call. And as long as humans are calling the shots, there will always be controversy, heartbreak, and moments that live forever in NFL lore. So next time you're watching a game, remember, for every jaw-dropping touchdown, there's a story of what could have been. And for every miracle, a referee is waiting with a flag that can change everything. These are the game winners that didn't count, and the NFL wouldn't be the same without them. And that's just a fraction of the insane game winners that never counted in NFL history. From miraculous catches to rules that rewrote the outcome, the league has given us heartbreak and chaos like no other. If you love reliving these unforgettable moments and want more deep dives into the wildest plays in sports, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Don't miss the next episode where we break down more shocking sports moments that left fans speechless.